It's time to take action. Balanced life, happy life. How the income is earned. Section D. The nuts and bolts of building your unique business from A to Z. All right, this is Section D, how the income is earned. Quick review. We started off with information on getting started, the products, the packs, the wellness home. Then we got into the business basics. Then we talked about the ranks of the Nikin compensation plan. Now we're going to talk about how to utilize that compensation plan and how the money is earned. So let's get started.
Now let's review the basic income sources so that you can focus on what's best for you. There's the retail income, there's rebate income, there's override income, there's leadership bonuses, there's the accelerator bonus, lifestyle cash bonus, and the ambassador bonus. So let's take a look.
So it starts with retail in this area. And when you create a customer, you can earn a 20% commission on the retail price based on the difference between that and the cost. And you can earn a rebate of anywhere from 5 to 20% on the commissionable volume based on your rank at the time of the sale. Now, here's an example of a direct having two retail customers who purchase an average amount of 200 with a CV of 130, and then more sales are made as new ranks are reached. So the direct doesn't get a rebate on the first 500. So all they're going to make is the retail profit of 20% on this 200. So that's 40 bucks each. So that's $80. Now they move up with other activity. And as a senior, they're eligible to receive a 5% rebate on the $200 sale, but it's based on the CB. So in this case, that's 600 or $6.50. Plus the retail is $46.50. So they have four sales now. That's going to generate $186 in income. Now, as an exec, you move up again, as you saw, to 10%. So that's $13 per sale. They do 8 sales and generate $424 in income. And then as a leader, they get up to the level of silver and above. And now they get a 20% rebate on those sales. And with the retail commission, they got, because of time and experience, they're now at 10 sales a month and they're making $660. So this is the idea of how the retail and rebate system works. What can happen to you could be completely different. That's understandable. And these are estimates to provide you an understanding of how you can earn when you sell and get a rebate. Next is building your personal group. Now, in this activity, you're looking for other individuals or couples that, like you, want to improve their financial position and create a balanced lifestyle. Now, this is the activity of creating your personal group. Your two sources of income are generated here. One is the personal group override, which we learned about in the previous video. And the next is the new accelerator bonus, which was due for 2024, where you earn a 20% CV rebate no matter what your position is. So you don't have to be ranked to get this accelerated bonus of 20% of the CV. On the override, it's based on your rank, and that's anywhere from 5 to 20%. So here is an example of how this works. And let's say that you purchased, or the new distributor, so I should say, purchases 500 points, and then the CB on that's 325. So as a direct on the first 500, there is no rebate. Okay, so you would earn that, they would earn that just the 20% on the accelerator bonus of 65. A senior to direct, there's a 5% override and rebate. So that would be the $16 plus the retail. Okay, let's get this down here. Earning income on your personal group. And this again is an example for training purposes. So with a purchase of 500 points by the new distributor and a CV of 325, here are the different potential results. So If you were a direct and you brought in a direct, obviously there's no rebate there. So all that you would get would be the accelerator bonus, and that's 20% of the CV, and in this case would be $65. Now, if you were a senior and you brought in a direct, you would earn the 5% override, which is $16 plus the accelerator bonus. So now you'd be up to 81. If you were an executive and brought in a direct, you would earn 10% on that $500. And then so your total would be 97. If you were an executive and then had a senior that created some volume, you'd earn the difference between 10 and their 5, which would be 5%. Where it gets really interesting is when you become a silver. When you are a silver, the first leadership level, you earn a 20% override. So therefore, if you brought in a direct, you'd make 20% on that 500 plus the accelerated bonus for a total of 130. If you were a leader and you you got a senior underneath you that produced this 500 points, then you would earn 15% because they're earning 5, and you would earn the difference. 20 minus the 5 is 15. And if it was an executive underneath you and they're at 10%, you're at 20, you'd get a difference of 10%. So this is an idea of again, how you earn with your personal group and the importance of it and what the differences are and what you make along the way. In summary, when you build your group, you earn an income based on what your personal group produces. Your override is always paid on the difference between your rank and theirs. The examples on the previous page show you how much and how this works. And what you do and produce might be and will probably be quite different, but in concept, the payouts are based on the same ideas. And this is all explained in the policies and procedures in the Niken compensation plan itself. Now, the accelerator bonus is paid on any production the new distributor does for up to 4 months, and this can be significant. This is a very motivational program for your personal group, and every distributor can earn the accelerator bonus. You might want to pause the video at this time and take a look at what might happen when you sponsor some new distributors and what they purchase over their first 4 months. And you might want to get some help here from your sponsors so that you can see how lucrative this could be and how this would help you reach your goal. Once you've done that, continue on. Now let's get into the leadership bonuses. You've heard about this. It's explained a couple of times. Your sponsor may have told you, but now let's get some real hard information on this. So the concept here is that when you help those in your personal group become leaders, that's when they reach that silver and get to 6,000 points, which you saw in the previous video, then they can create their teams and build organizations. Hello? Yes. Yeah, she's off with visiting a client right now. She'll be coming back to see you after dinner, after she has dinner with her client, and then she'll be over. About 7:30. You're very welcome. Bye-bye. Leadership bonuses. Now, the concept here is that when you help those in your personal group become leaders, then they can create their teams and build organizers, which creates volume. And in some cases, you hardly are involved. And this is the key to our business called leverage. And it's a great opportunity. Now, this is also where the big money is earned. You saw in previous slides and in the previous video showing you how to get to these levels, starting at direct, working your way up to Royal Diamond. And here's an example, and it's based on a specific amount of money that was desired to be earned by the leadership bonus. So let's take a look. It's $2,000. The rate is 6% because that's what the leadership bonuses pay. So if you take the 2,000 divided by 6%, you get a total of 33,333 in commissionable volume, because that's how you get paid. And this is from your leadership team. And those are the people underneath you that you brought in. They were part of your personal group, and now they've moved on. So one's a silver, one's a gold, and one's a platinum. They create a total of 51,000 in organizational volume, and that generates approximately 33,000 in commissionable volume, which is what we're looking to accomplish here. So again, what you want to do here is review the slides describing each of the ranks to get an idea of how you reach them and how lucrative, again, this aspect of the plan can be. Now, building your business, and as you're growing and developing, you start at the bottom, the ground at direct distributor, and you work your way up, and you're going to create customers. Okay. Building your business. Now, as you're developing your business from the ground up, you're going to create customers, a personal group, and from there, you will create leaders who will then build teams and more leaders and more customers. So here's kind of an example of a combination of activities of retail, personal group, and leadership income based on you being a leader of at least silver. So first you have retail income. You can see here the 1,700 in retail at 20% creates a $340 income. You have a rebate on those retail sales based on the CV. I've got it listed at 200. You've got your personal group override on the personal group in your organization, say around 300. You've got your accelerator bonus for new distributors that you've got coming in, and that's a conservative estimate of about 400. Then you've got the people that you've helped get to the leadership area, and they're building their business. And again, you got 13,000, and that's at the 6%. You add that all up, and there's approximately $2,000. So in planning and strategy, which we'll do in another video, you kind of get the idea that you make money in various areas, and the more you work just the basic concept, the basic plan, it all adds up, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. Now, research shows that most people who get involved with our style of business have no idea of how to use and understand structure. Now, this is actually one of the most important benefits of our business, in that when you understand how the structure is set up, then you can work where it best supports this structure. Now, in the next slide is an example to look at. Structure. So there you are. You see yourself. You're in the yellow circle. You got your retail customers off to the right. You got your personal group of directs and seniors and execs. And then on the left-hand side, you're seeing the generations below you, first through sixth. Now you've got other circles here. One's G for gold, P for platinum, S for silver. You saw this picture before, but then you've got other circles underneath them of other distributors, you know, second level, third level, fourth level, fifth level, and sixth level. So structure is the key to our success, because the more you push down and the more you create down, the more volume is created, and the higher up you go in the plan, and the more money you make. So you push down to go up. It's an interesting concept, but that's what you do. So if you understand structure, the arrow says build depth. So let's say you go down underneath the P, which is the platinum, and you're now on the fourth level, and there's a gold down there that's really excited, and they've just created 3 silvers on your fifth level, and you're helping them develop their business, and it keeps going. So that's down on your fifth or sixth. Where do you have to be to get paid on that? You have to go to Diamond and Royal Diamond, which you saw the benefits of. So it behooves you to understand how this works so you can make it work. You're going to help the gold expand their business. You're going to help the silver expand their business. And you've got more people in your personal group that you're working with to get into that leadership area. Now, once you get this group going, the platinum doesn't need much help because he's in good shape and, you know, is building the business. So again, another one of the benefits of creating leadership and helping them understand what they need to do to build an organization. In our business, structure is everything. The more you know and understand about structure, The more you utilize it to build your business, the better off you're going to be, both short-term and long-term. Now, you can pause the video and take a look at what might happen when you build leaders in your organization. You want to take various amounts of income, use the formula of income divided by rate, and then using the rank volumes that you saw in the previous video, see what can happen. And you want to do this with someone that's kind of knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable would be really good. And then look at the incentives that also would add to your benefits, and then there's your complete package.
Now, the incentives for 2025, we're going to add on to the ability to earn income in different ways. So let's check out what the incentives are. We've already talked about the accelerator bonus, which is a 20% of the commissionable volume of any new distributor you sign up and the purchases they make within the first 4 months. So that's the first incentive. Next is we have the team ambassador incentive, and this is your recognition as a member of Team Ambassador, and the requirements for this is you accumulate 60,000 personal group PV for one winning ticket, and then you, for two, if there's two of you working the business, you have to accumulate 100,000 personal group volume. And there you can earn, you also have to earn 1,000 Team Ambassador miles, and you can do that by helping a new distributor get signed up and doing 100 PPV, and you can also get 50 miles for each downline rank advancement that's accomplished, and it can be the same person moving up from senior to executive to silver on up. You get 50 miles for your own rank advancement, and then you also get 50 miles for every 3,000 in retail sales volume. Now, what you really want to do with this one is, as you get started and get going, you'll see this in your back office, and you can learn more as you go on, and it could be a very exciting reward. And the benefits here are travel benefits. You get recognition at the 50th anniversary. You'll be a guest speaker. You get Humans Being More classes all the time that you want to go. So there's lots of perks that go along with this one. You want to check this one out as you move forward. Then, of course, there's the lifestyle bonus, and this is when you reach the second leadership level of gold, and you become eligible to earn this lifestyle bonus. And in quick summary, it starts at up to $500 as a gold and up to $2,000 as a royal diamond. And it's a great extra incentive for building your business. So you'll want to watch out for that.
This is your business. You're the boss, and it's your job to direct the traffic. And the key is in understanding what your product is, what you're producing, what the end result you're going after, and all of the parts of what it's made up of. And that's very similar to the idea of baking a cake or using a recipe to make anything. You've identified where you need to get to on the compensation plan. You're working on reaching it, so that then the idea is to understand the activities that are known to create the result that you want, and then earn the benefits associated with them. All right. This is the end of section D. So again, you might want to review this with your sponsor or a couple of times to make sure you really understand how the income's made. And this works especially with section C. And then now you can go back and review section 1 and understand more about the wellness home and how you earn money on that. And it's, again, this takes a little bit of time, but these are all important elements of learning what you need to learn to become successful in this business. They're not difficult to learn. You just have to spend the time to do that. And then once you finish that, then move on to section E.